Most NBA fans may not be familiar with Kenneth Lofton Jr., a 6'7", over 300-pound rookie playing for the Memphis Grizzlies. However, Lofton Jr. recently made headlines with his outstanding performance during the team's final game of the regular season against the Oklahoma City Thunder. The powerhouse big man, who's both incredibly strong and impressively mobile, is a force to be reckoned with, particularly when it comes to scoring and rebounding in the paint, and could prove himself to be the secret weapon Memphis needs ahead of the upcoming playoffs. The game against OKC had no playoff implications for the Grizzlies, and they set out on Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Dillon Brooks. However, Memphis decided to give their young players a chance to shine, and Lofton Jr. took full advantage of the opportunity. The 20-year-old rookie scored a stunning 42 points on 17 for 25 shooting, recording a double-double in the process. Despite missing both of his shots from beyond the three-point line, the forward impressed with 8 of his 12 shots from the free throw line. This exceptional performance came just a day after the Grizzlies signed Lofton Jr. to a 4-year, multi-million-dollar deal, adding to the excitement surrounding his future in the league. Before this impressive final game of the regular season, Lofton Jr. had only appeared in 24 games, averaging 3 points and 1.5 rebounds in roughly 5 minutes per game. However, in his first game as a starter for Memphis, he both demonstrated his tenacity and physicality on the court with 14 rebounds. But who is this freight train of a power forward, and how did he all of a sudden get the chance to shine at the highest level? To answer those questions, we gotta take a quick trip down memory lane. Kenneth Lofton Jr. was born on August 14, 2002 in Port Arthur, Texas, to Kenny Lofton Sr. and Gina Lofton. His father served 18 years in the U.S. Army before he took on a job for the Postal Service, while his mother worked as an elementary teacher. He attended Memorial High School in his hometown, initially as a guard, but hit a growth spurt and transformed into a dominating post player that would make any team envious. Kenneth helped his high school win the state title during his sophomore year and continued to crush it on the court. As a senior, he was unstoppable. He averaged 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. He led his team to the district title, earned All-State honors, and was even nominated for the prestigious McDonald's All-American team. Lofton later chose to play college basketball for Louisiana Tech. In March 2021, during his freshman season, he delivered an epic performance. Lofton scored a whopping 27 points, grabbed 13 rebounds, and made the game-winning shot with only 0.3 seconds left in a nail-biting 76-74 win over Colorado State at the National Invitational Tournament third-place game. And that's not all. He was also selected for the All-Tournament team. In Junior's freshman year, he averaged 12.5 points and 8 rebounds per game, which earned him the honor of third-team All-Conference USA and Freshman of the Year. And get this, he was named Conference USA Freshman of the Week, a draw-dropping 9 times, tied for the third most in the league history. Also, Lofton was the first Louisiana Tech freshman to lead the team in rebounding since NBA player Paul Millsap back in 2004. As a sophomore, Lofton proved that he was a force to be reckoned with. He was named the first-team All-Conference USA and averaged an incredible 17 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. This guy was just unstoppable. On March 22, 2022, Lofton announced that he would be entering the 2022 NBA Draft. Even though he had a lot of potential as a player, his weight, lack of overall athleticism, and being a liability on defense were some of the things that worried teams prior to the draft. However, on June 23rd, Kenneth Lofton Jr. went undrafted but signed a 2-way deal with the Memphis Grizzlies just 10 days later. As a 2-way player, Lofton Jr. also played for the Memphis Hustle, the Grizzlies' G League affiliate, and quickly made an impact with the Hustle. He was awarded the prestigious G League Rookie of the Year award at the end of the 2022-23 G League season. In Lofton's 17 games with the Memphis Hustle, the young star averaged a remarkable double-double of 20 points and 10 rebounds per game. Throughout the season, Jr. has bounced back and forth between the G League and NBA. With Steven Adams being ruled out for the rest of the season due to a knee injury, Jr.'s recent performance and signing have undoubtedly given them hope for the upcoming playoffs. By securing a 4-year contract worth $7 million with the Grizzlies, the power forward has not only attained long-term stability, but also positioned himself to continue improving in the future with the highly talented and skilled Memphis team. And here's the exciting part. If it weren't for his new deal, Lofton would have entered restricted agency this summer, and every NBA team could have swooped in and tried to snag the 300-pound bulldozer for themselves. but the Grizzlies didn't want any part of that ever happening and finally signed him to their NBA roster on a professional contract. And as it looks right now, Lofton will be sticking around in Memphis for a while and could be an important piece in their upcoming playoff run. Grizzlies head coach Taylor Jenkins was impressed with the rookie's performance against OKC and had plenty of praise to offer. Kenneth has the potential to be a game changer for us. His performance was nothing short of spectacular, especially in the second half, and he proved that he has what it takes to be an NBA player. We knew he had the potential, but he needed some time to develop in the G League. His size and movement are impressive, and his ability to score and rebound in the paint is simply unmatched. We're thrilled to have him on our team, and we're excited to see what he'll bring in the upcoming weeks. But as with everything else, Lofton also has room for improvement, and at first glance, 3 issues with his offensive game stand out. Firstly, he heavily favors his left hand, lacking touch near the rim with his right hand. Additionally, standing at only 6'7" as a big man, he may not be able to compensate for this weakness against defenders who know how to exploit it. And again, he tends to overuse his left hand, making him predictable and susceptible to turnovers when defenders anticipate his moves, which they will most certainly take advantage of in the NBA and especially the playoffs. Lastly, the lack of a reliable jump shot is perhaps the most critical issue. Lofton struggled to make three-pointers during his sophomore year at Louisiana Tech, hitting only 20%. While he has shown slight improvements during his G League stint with 25%, it remains uncertain whether he can consistently make shots from beyond the arc at the top level, which is without a shadow of a doubt something he needs to work on. Also, Lofton needs to improve his overall athleticism. He lacks explosiveness, and he needs to slim down to improve his speed and quickness. Additionally, he can get exposed against high-level guards and was hidden defensively in college, which won't work in the NBA. However, his post-scoring ability is outstanding, and he has a good mid-post creation with some dribble moves, including a spin. Lofton is also a skilled passer who sees the floor well, and he has a strong feel for the game, which he uses to his advantage. His long arms and massive hands make him an outstanding rebounder. Memphis has secured the 2nd spot in the Western Conference, ensuring a matchup with the winner of the play-in tournament between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Los Angeles Lakers. Regardless of their opponent, the Grizzlies are in for a challenging first round, and will need all their players to be in top form. With Steven Adams, the backbone and leader of the team, out for the rest of the season, it's crucial for the Grizzlies to have a big man with a strong presence in the paint. Kenneth Lofton Jr. has big shoes to fill, but with his hunger, skills, and a talented team around him, we are excited to see how Memphis fares in the playoffs, and it all starts on April 16th. A player we unfortunately won't see when the playoffs start is the San Antonio Spurs rookie Jeremy Sochan. Despite being just 19 years old, he has quickly become one of the most fascinating players in the NBA, taking the league by storm. It's not just his wild hair colors and unique free throw shooting style that makes the 6'8" power forward stand out. I made a vid about Jeremy and his impact on the San Antonio Spurs. Check it out.